Depression, from the naturopathic point of view, solutions for depression, why the MDs have let us down, why they are incapable of curing it, and how bad it has gotten under their purview, under their care. 350 million people worldwide, that's 5% of the world's population, suffer from major depressive events. 16 million, that's the number of U.S. adults who had at least one major depressive episode in 2012. 16 million. Gesundheit. And that's a lot. 16 million, one major depressive episode in 2012. Women are more likely to be diagnosed with depression than men. The symptoms of depression, everybody knows. But look, this is what we need to understand. 16 million adults. And tomorrow we're going to talk about the statistics of depression and suicidal ideation, not only in the general public, but also in members of the military. It is astounding. It is breathtaking. It is demoralizing. And yet, while all of this doom and gloom, pun intended, occurs all of the time, not only in the U.S., but all around the world, it has been while we have given ourselves over to the methodology, the psychology, the intellectual understanding of the disease process by the MDs. While we have given the reins of medicine to the MDs, while we have entrusted them with our health care, which they have turned into disease management, 5% of the world's population has become depressed. Now, is that good for 5% of the world's population, 350 million people? No, it's not good. Is it good for the pharmaceutical industry? Yes, it's extremely good for the pharmaceutical industry because antidepressants sell billions of dollars a year. Interestingly enough, I'm also going to be talking about this on Thursday evening, worldwide free health webinar. When Prozac was introduced into the marketplace, there were double-blind placebo-controlled trials, and placebo, a little sugar pill, was more effective than Prozac at helping people feel better who were depressed. That's right, folks, placebo better than Prozac. Placebo better than Prozac. So inquiring minds want to know if with the MDs it's all about survey this and research that and double-blind this and control that. If it's all about the science, if it's all about the organic, authentic, accurate scientific method, then why isn't placebo prescribed for depression instead of Prozac? You think it has anything to do with the money? Well, I think it does. As a matter of fact, if it looks like a duck, flies like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's an MD delivered therapeutic. Depression is a big, bad voodoo daddy. If you are suffering from depression, your life is horrible. You could have all the money in the world. You could have the best house in the world, the best relationship in the world, the best job in the world, and life would still seem like a struggle for you. The medical doctors will tell you it's just part of the ride of life. It's just life. It's genetic. You got the bad mental health gene. You got the bad brain gene. That's what you got. And we got a drug to help manage the symptoms. This, of course, is a ridiculous notion from the bottom to the top. But because the medical doctors occupy the catbird seat, occupy the monopoly, own the monopoly on the delivery of medicine worldwide, even though their therapeutics fail us, even though their therapeutics are juvenile in terms of their understanding of the pathophysiology of chronic disease, including depression, we give them a pass, we write them another check, and we go back to see them over and over and over again. 16 million U.S. adults experienced major depressive episodes in 2012. I would argue that it's easily triple that people who have minor depressive events and don't report them to a physician. People just feel like crap all day long. comes and goes. They've gotten used to feeling like crap. All their friends feel like crap. They just think that that's life. That's the way that it is, right? It must be seasonal affective disorder. That's what it is. It's because the clouds are piling up. That's why I'm depressed. Oh, it must be because of the traffic noise. Yeah, it's the traffic noise that's making me depressed. That's what it is. It must be because of the pesticides that are in my food. That's what must be making me depressed. It must be because I hate my boss. It must be because of the stress of my life. I really need to take an EST class. I really need to do the landmark forum and wrap my head around enjoying the possibilities of life and stop struggling. It's got nothing to do with any of that. Nothing to do with any of that. Those things can compound the depressive stuff that's happened, right? If you have a paper cut in your hand and you squeeze lemon juice into it, lemon juice is going to aggravate the paper cut. Did lemon juice cause the paper cut? No, it aggravated it. If you squeeze lemon juice onto a hand that didn't have a paper cut, would anything happen to it? No, nothing. Depression is biochemical. Most of the time, it is biochemical. It has little or nothing to do with the situation that you find yourself in life. It has little or nothing to do with the hand that you have been dealt. It has everything to do with your body's nutritional status. It has everything to do with the amount of nutrients that are present in your body at every moment and in time. And it is intimately linked with your mineral status and with your body's ability to metabolize sugar appropriately. All of these things are completely overlooked by the MDs who have thrown the baby out with the bathwater. The medical doctor argues that consciousness itself, the way that you think and the way that you feel, your thought process itself is a function of biochemistry, that there is no such thing as a spirit. There's no such thing as a soul. There's no such thing as God. There's no such thing as anything having to do with anything metaphysical, and that everything that you think and everything that you feel is regulated 100% by your brain chemistry. And so when somebody's depressed, the MD argues, well, it must be the brain chemistry that's messed up. And so what are we going to do? Are we going to attempt to help the body to fix it? No. We're going to attempt to override it and control it. MD-directed medical treatments are oppositionally defiant. MD-directed medical treatments do not want to broker peace. MD-directed medical treatments want to conquer and control. Vide, vidi, vici. Actually, it's Winnie, weedy, wiki, right? If I got my Latin correct. Caesar's famous saying, I came, I saw, I conquered. That's what the MDs want to do with everything in the human body. They do not want to broker a peace. They do not want to support the body's built-in, God-given, innate, inherent ability to fix itself because they believe that that is a fiction. Their job is to control the biochemistry of the body in whichever method they deem fit, and the methods that they deem fit change every 15 years. Why? Because they don't work. First, right, it's bloodletting, and then it's large doses of calomel, and then it's large doses of mercury, and then it's large doses of antibiotics, and then it's large doses of pharmaceuticals for everything. And look where that methodology has gotten us. 16 million U.S. adults, a major depressive episode in 2012. 5%, I'm sorry, not 1/5, 5% of the world's population depressed, while we have given ourselves over to the tutelage, the care of the MDs. They've let us down. They're continuing to let us down, and it's not going to change. The only way out of this mousetrap, the only way out of this maze is you have to fire your medical doctor. Stop going to a medical doctor if you don't need surgery. If you don't have trauma, stop going to your medical doctor's office. Avoid them like the plague. And educate yourself right now, today, start today, about the simple steps you can take to support your body's built-in God-given ability to fix itself, which is a reality, not a fiction. Consciousness, holistic physicians argue, consciousness itself creates biochemistry. The medical doctors have it backwards. They believe that biochemistry creates consciousness, and therein lies the reason that they will never in a million years be able to cure depression, because they do not understand the mechanism inside of which depression occurs, which is the human body. They've thrown the baby out with the bathwater, ladies and gentlemen. We have not. Holistic physicians around the world have sophisticated, reality-based, science-based, clinically verified understandings and treatments which attempt to cure the condition. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of taking drug after drug after drug after drug and getting sicker and sicker and sicker and watching the same thing happen to your family and friends, you have come to exactly the right place. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden, taking your calls when we come back. Visit drglidden.com, become a Dr. Glidden advocate, and educate yourself about real health recovery. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
If you or someone you care about loves outdoor adventure, then check out slingbow.com for some unique holiday gift ideas. That's slingbow.com, where we have some innovative new products for the archer, hunter, or bow fishing enthusiast in your family. Now through January, use the promo code HOLIDAY to get free shipping in the US or Canada. And from all of us at Slingbow Industries, have a safe, joyous, and peaceful holiday season. So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Just recently, we've witnessed some of the most catastrophic disasters in history. Be sure to prepare yourself with great-tasting, high-quality, GMO-free food that has a 25-year shelf life. Of course, we're talking about the foods from SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. And don't forget, the human body needs up to 3 quarts of water every day to remain healthy and hydrated. So check out our water bricks at SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. Go to SurvivalFoodAlliance.com or call 877-223-1776.
Let's go to Chris in Nevada, I think, a diabetic eye surgery question. Hey, Chris, thanks for the call. You are live.
Hi, Doc. Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had uncontrolled diabetes for about 5 years. My A1Cs for the last 2-3 years were in the 12 range.
Yeah.
I've been on Healthy Body Start Pack blood sugar seriously for about 2 months. I'm about 230 pounds. I'm doing one healthy blood sugar pack and 2 bottles of sweeties a month for the last 6 weeks or so. But I went to the doctor, and they looked at my eyes, and they said I had some diabetic complications. So I was diagnosed recently with mild PDR with possible retinopathy.
Yeah.
Retinopathy. Anyway, they want to do a laser surgery to nip it in the bud, as they said. It's just starting to affect the back of my eye, and they want to do a laser surgery on me. And I thought I wanted to check with you to tell me what that is and what I should do and if I should do it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So, hold on here. I got a problem with my sound on my end. Okay, that's better. Okay, so there's a website that I want you to visit, drjwallach.com, drjwallach.com, drjwallach.com. And I'd like you to order an audio CD called Seeing is Believing. Seeing is Believing. That's an audio testimony of a medical doctor who was an eye specialist who started using Dr. Wallach's techniques, medical nutrition therapeutics, on his eye patients, most of whom were legally blind, some of which from diabetic eye complications, some from glaucoma, some from pityriasis rosacea, macular degeneration, any number of eye conditions, and they all recovered under the care of medical nutrition. Now, so that will give you perhaps inspiration, because look, when things start to go south with your eyes, that's going to make, even the most stout-hearted, courageous person in the world second guess themselves, because who wants to go blind? Nobody wants to go blind, right?
That's right.
Right. My experience with the laser surgery with my patients is that the vast majority of the people who've had the surgery wish that they hadn't had the surgery, because they develop complications from the surgery which are worse than the actual disease process to begin with. And, even in the best case scenario, if they were able to do some good with the laser surgery, it's not going to eliminate the cause of the disease. Laser surgery doesn't cure anything. The laser surgery just manages symptoms. It's like, painting over the mold in the basement without getting to the root cause of, well, why is there mold there in the first place, right? You just paint over it.
My wife thought that, since we're doing the nutrition, we would take care of the issue, and then the nutrition would finish up, curing, so it wouldn't come back.
Well, correct, but the laser surgery does not. My experience with the laser surgery is that it creates more complications than it fixes. My recommendation, based on my work with patients, what I've seen happen to people who've had the laser surgery, is not to have the laser surgery. I've been working with a guy in Germany for the last year and a half. He had similar situations. And the laser surgery that they did on his eye created so many complications that, it was unbelievable. There was so much scar tissue and so much blood had accumulated in the back of the eye that wasn't present there before the surgery. It took us a year and a half to fix the negative effects of the surgery. And, meanwhile, the root cause of the illness is still at play. We're up against a hard break here, Chris in Nevada. Stick around. I'll dial this in for you when we come back. This is where enlightened people, smart people come for real answers to real health conditions. Stick around, folks. We're chatting with Chris in Nevada, who's in between a rock and a hard place, if I can get my buttons to work. Chris, are you still with me? Hold on. For some reason, Chris, I can't get this. Are you there?
There we go. Yep.
There you go, Chris. All right, good. Welcome back. So, there are some circumstances, right, under which conventional medical treatment is a good idea. For instance, if you have a broken bone, it's a good idea to have the bone set and put in a cast. And when you do that, if at the same time you do medical nutrition, your body is going to heal faster and quicker. There are some circumstances that MD conventional treatments are useful and effective, and you should do it. It's my opinion, based on my clinical experience with patients with eye disease, that laser surgery is not one of these instances. Now, understand that when the eye starts to go south, when any part of the body starts to go south and become symptomatic, it's because of years and perhaps decades of eating the wrong food and not having enough nutrients in the body to keep that part of the body healthy. So your blood sugar issue has been at play for a long time. Even before you were diagnosed with your blood sugar issue, it was at play, right? It's like varying degrees of badness, right? And when it finally gets to a certain degree of badness, it shows up clinically. But in the meanwhile, before that had happened, there was a lot of kind of bad stuff just a little bit at a time happening. So there's a lot of cumulative negative stuff that's been going on in your body for a long time, and you're not going to get on the other side of that in 6 weeks or 8 weeks. But I guess this begs the question, since you have been doing the nutritional stuff for 6 weeks, have you experienced anything positive at all?
Yeah, I've been. Well, when I was just taking the Beyond Tangy Tangerine for 6 months or so, my allergies went away. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I could be around horses.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Which I couldn't be before, so that was pretty sweet. My blood sugar's dropped a little bit in the last 6 weeks. Nothing too dramatic, but I have changed my diet quite a bit.
Okay,
I refused their insulin and their metformin, and they were furious in the office when I did that.
Yeah. Well, that's how they do it. They make you scared, and then they intimidate you. And there's no other. Can you imagine if you went to an automobile dealership and you were shopping around for a car, and they tried to force you into a Cadillac and you didn't want it, and they just got furious at you? Can you imagine what would happen if in that situation? But this is how the MDs operate, by fear and, by force. And it's just a bad way, man. So, all right. So my recommendation, are you doing the Beyond Tangy Tangerine tablets or the Beyond Tangy Tangerine powder?
I'm doing the powder. My friend with diabetes, he's doing the tablets. And that's, I guess, a question for another day.
No, we'll do this right now. You do the powder, not the tablets. If you're trying to optimize blood sugar, you need as many minerals as you can. The tablets don't have minerals. So if you're taking the tablets because of the ORAC value, right, and you're dealing with trying to upregulate your blood sugar, you need to add the plant-derived minerals into the bargain in order to offset the balance there. Now, I recommend people take plant-derived minerals anyway, even if they are taking the powdered Beyond Tangy Tangerine. If you're taking the tablet Beyond Tangy Tangerine, you really need to take the plant-derived minerals, because you're going to be at a significant loss here. And minerals are fundamentally important for the proper metabolization of blood sugar in the human body. You need the minerals. You need the stuff that's in the sweeties, but then you need the extra minerals. So my recommendation to you for the next 3 months would be, in addition to what you're already doing, just maintain what you're already doing. Get 2 bottles of the plant-derived minerals a month. 2 bottles of the plant-derived minerals a month, in addition to what you're already doing, and take 1 ounce twice a day.
Is that Cherry Mints, or is it just the regular? Does it matter?
I would, in your case, just do the plant-derived minerals. Yep. I think it's $19 a bottle, $20 a bottle.
Yeah. Two things. How do I get a recording of what you and I of our talk?
Yep.
And is that seeing is believing? Is that Dr. Wallach or another doctor?
It's a different doctor, but Dr. Wallach sells it. Wallach was given a lecture years ago in Kansas City, I think, 400 people, and he was telling about his experience, right, with eye health. And a medical doctor in the back of the room jumped up and said, Wallach, you're full of crap. You know, it's impossible to fix this stuff, and you're lying to people. And Wallach said, no, I'm not. And so in front of 400 people, they made a bet. And the medical doctor gave Dr. Wallach 10 of his patients who were legally blind. And Wallach put them all on his medical nutrition program, and they all recovered their sight. And the medical doctor who challenged Wallach was so humbled by the experience that he agreed to do the recording, which is why it's called Seeing is Believing, because he didn't believe that you could do this, but you really can, right? So it will give you inspiration here, because you need that when you're up against an eye problem, because who the hell wants to go blind, right? Right. Who wants to lose their sight? But understand here that from our point of view, the root cause of the eye trouble is the blood sugar issue. And so as the blood sugar issue resolves, the negative stress to the eye will resolve, and then the body will have the ability to fix the stuff in the eye that was made bad by the blood sugar. Okay. Now, there is a point beyond which the body can't fix that, but the laser surgery is not going to help in any way, shape, or form. The laser surgery is just a bad idea. Now, because this is at play in the eye, you also need to make sure that you're getting at least 50,000 ORAC points of antioxidants in your body every day. At least 50,000 ORAC points. Wow. Now, you can do that by doing 1 canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine a month and 1 bottle of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine tablets a month. If you take the 4 Tangy Tangerine tablets, you get 160,000 ORAC, which is unheard of, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So if you did those 2 things plus selenium, your body weight, I would do 3 bottles of selenium a month. I'd take 9 selenium a day. I would do 2 ounces of the plant-derived minerals a day. And I would do 9 EFA plus a day. 9 EFA plus a day. And
how do I get a recording?
Yeah, that's easy. You just go to my website, drglidden.com. And tomorrow, probably, you'll be able to listen to the recording of the radio program. You have to become a Dr. Glidden advocate to do that. Okay. It's a $20 a month subscription. Or you can go to, and if you do that, you'll see the video as well as the audio. Plus, we have everything that I say is written out, right? Oh. So it's written, it's video, and it's audio. Or you can just go to the GCN Live, GCN like Genesis Communication Network, GCNlive.com, and listen to the podcast. That's this radio station that broadcasts this message. So either way will work. But that's what I would do for the next 3 months. I would not do the laser surgery. Just let this ride for 3 months. Increase your ORAC. Increase your plant-derived minerals. Make sure you're doing 9 selenium and 9 EFA plus a day. And now you also have to not even look at the 12 bad foods, man. That is not an option. You need to get that list from my website and stay the hell away from that stuff. Especially oil and fried food. You need to not eat the 12 bad foods, because if you continue to eat that stuff, it's gonna inhibit your healing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I saw corn was on there now. Corn and soy.
Yeah, we added those too. And if you want to know why, watch the webinar that I did on pesticides and Roundup. This is new information just delivered by the World Health Organization. That's why we recommend you avoid that crap.
The corn was like, because I was doing a lot of eggs a day.
Yeah.
And cause I wanted to stay away from sugar. So, and then I was eating corn, like corn chips or corn tortillas.
Yeah, well, that's not a good idea, because those are fried, right? And
these were, okay.
They're fried, right? So you can't have anything that's fried if you're on the edge of macular degeneration, glaucoma, pityriasis, rosacea, because from our point of view, the stuff that causes that is oxidative damage to the eye, oxidative damage. And what causes oxidative damage? Fried food, oil in a bottle, nitrates, heterocyclic amines, right? So you really need to be Johnny on the spot with the diet. And I also did a webinar years ago called Eye Health, and that's in the archives of my Dr. Glidden Advocate subscription. You might want to just watch that to get a little more up to speed with what's going on here. But you need to give this 3 more months in an increased or kind of an accelerated nutritional fashion here. Keep your fingers crossed and stay the hell away from the laser surgery. No kidding.
right.
And now look, we need the right dog for the hunt, right? It's not the gun, it's how it's used. It's not the drug, it's how it's used. It's not the surgical procedure, it's how it's used. In my opinion, this is the wrong thing to do. Keep me in the loop here, Chris, with your improvement as we go downstream. I appreciate your trust very.
Thanks, Doc. I'll call you in 3 months.
I'll look forward to it. Thanks a million.
Bye.
Okay, who is up next? I'm having trouble with my soundboard here. We're going to try to dial in Sonia from Canada. Sonia, are you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
There you go, Sonia. Thanks for waiting. How can I help?
Well, I'm phoning about my friend. She's on Young Jeopardy. She's on the Classic and on Ultimate Glucogel and OsteoFX. But she's having bowel problems and diarrhea because it's off her back. Her pelvis is always out of place. Her hips are not sitting right. And she goes to see chiropractors and massage therapists to give her colon lift and her stomach, like her organs, they're crushed together. What could she do to stop the diarrhea so she could absorb the glucogel so her back heals?
That's interesting, right? So did she have chronic diarrhea her whole life, or was it only since she started the Classic Pack?
No, she's had it before.
So she's had it for a long time.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah. So what I would recommend is she do a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 12 colon hydrotherapy sessions. My experience with people who have chronic diarrhea is that the main thing that's going on there is that their large intestine is jammed up with fecal material, and it needs to be flushed out. Her system needs to be flushed out. And the best way to do that is with the colon hydrotherapy. Now, is there anything like that? Are there any colon hydrotherapists near where you guys live?
Yes.
Okay, then that's what I would do. I would have her do. Now, normally, when people have, if I'm right, and this is a problem for her, she will know probably after the first treatment whether or not we're on the right track here, because people feel a remarkable sense of improvement when they have a colon hydrotherapy session, even just one, if they need it. And so that's the first thing that she needs to do. Have her do that, then get back in touch with us and let us know how it went. Terry in Virginia is up when we come back, folks. Stick around. Thanks for tuning in and turning on, ladies and gentlemen. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Please go to drglidden.com and get your health back via edification. Terry in Virginia, we're finishing the show out with. Hey, Terry, thanks for the call. You are live.
Hello, Dr. Glidden.
What's going on, Terry? Long time no talkie.
Yeah, it's been a year since my best friend suddenly died of leukemia.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. While under the tutelage of the MDs.
Yeah, well, they didn't help any. They told her that they could cure it, and then 2 weeks later she was dead.
Yeah, so they told her they could cure it. 2 weeks later, she's dead, and nobody's going to jail. You know what would happen if a chiropractor did that or a naturopath did that? We'd be in jail.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's in shock over it. She just turned 55.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's nothing good there at all.
Yeah. You think it had anything to do with toxins?
Well, from our point of view, cancer is preventable. Cancer, when people get cancer, it's not because they have a bad gene. It's because something has happened to their body that their body has reacted to, and cancer was one of the things that happened. It's just an example of the body experiencing stress that it was unable to handle. So this is what we do, right? We advise people to eliminate as much stress from your life as you possibly can. And life is a great big bowl of stress. You can't eliminate psychological stress or the stress of weather, or, environmental stress, or the stress of your boss. But you can eliminate by eliminating the 12 bad foods, you can remove a significant amount of physiological stress from your body, significant amount of physiological stress. And when you nutrify your body every day with the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for body weight, you strengthen your body so that it is more able to handle the stress of life, which is just normal. And so stress comes into a nutrified body and it bounces off. Stress comes into an undernutrified body and it knocks it off balance. So from our point of view, cancer is preventable, and one of the best ways to do that is to eliminate the 12 bad foods and get on board with the 90 essential nutrients every day. Does that make sense?
Yeah. When she first started getting sick, I called into your show because she had some kind of fluid oozing out of her belly button, and she had like 3 or 4 small knots that size of a T around her navel, and she was struggling with money issues. But, she had a life of partying also. She partied a lot.
Yeah, well, so that's just more stress, right? I mean, it's good to kind of let your hair down and let loose, right? But if you're doing a lot of recreational, drugs or recreational alcohol over an extended period of time, that's an extra stress to the body, and it's only a matter of time until those chickens come home to roost. Now, right, if you're outside shoveling your snow, you probably don't get much snow in Virginia. I don't know, maybe you do. But if you're shoveling the snow in 20 degree Fahrenheit weather, -5 Celsius weather, you're not going to do that in your bathing suit because the stress of the cold air would hurt you, could kill you. But if you bundle up, put a hat and gloves and coat and boots and everything on, you can stay outside in freezing weather all day long if you want, no problem. So if you want to, have a wild life, or if you want to throw back some cocktails every now and then, or whatever, you need to strengthen the body appropriately. Strengthen the body, and what's the easiest way to do that? Take the 90 essential nutrients every day and eliminate the 12 bad foods. And, then if you're do anything extracurricular, take a little extra selenium, a little extra circulation support, a little extra heart support, a little extra liver support, whatever. Once you have the foundation in place, then the rest is, just kind of gravy, right? It's the icing on the cake. But what I would do here, Terry, is I would let her experience of her health be kind of like a clarion call, and I would have it make you double down on your discipline and make sure you take this stuff into your body every day, because this is our whole message. Everybody in the world is undernutrified. It is impossible to get all the nutrition that the body needs to function normally from food. You cannot do it. It's impossible. It's not there. You must be supplementing your diet with the right stuff, number one. Number two, you must stop eating food that's gumming up the works. If you're bailing out a boat on one end, water's coming into the boat, and you're bailing it out on one end, and you're drilling holes in the other end, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to sink. So, nutrify the body and eliminate the 12 bad foods, and I've been doing this 27 years now.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 pain relief hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 pain hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Don't take a cold or flu lying down. Stand up and fight back with Supernatural Silver. Supernatural Silver is a natural immune system booster that is highly effective against viruses, bacteria, and fungus. Supernatural Silver is perfect for daily use and can be taken orally or used topically to keep you protected from whatever comes your way. This new technology is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver and is supported by extensive research from over 300 clinical studies at universities and independent research facilities across the country. Supernatural Silver has an exceptionally long storage life and should be an essential part of your emergency preparedness. Don't be caught off guard. Give your body the support it needs to fight off deadly pathogens that are lurking everywhere. Stock up on Supernatural Silver and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code SILVER2015 for 20% off. That's supernaturalsilver.com. supernaturalsilver.com.
My name is Don Wiskin. In 1994, I lost my 62-year-old father to complications of bypass surgery. In 1977, my 44-year-old brother was found dead in his apartment. He suffered a heart attack. In January of 98, my mother had a stroke and passed away in her bed. 21 days later, my 53-year-old brother passed away on his arrival to the hospital. He waited too long. In June that same year, I almost joined them at 42. What did I do? I took a 7-herb formula I now call Extendivite, made from garlic, cayenne, bilberry, ginkgo biloba, hawthorn, milk thistle, and valerian. Based on German studies of natural medicine, Extendivite is designed to clear blocked arteries, clean the toxins from your blood, and improve your immune system. To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822. Or visit our website, heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without a Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Attention, all men. Are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Are you having a slower, weaker stream? Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate is guaranteed to support a more complete emptying of your bladder, a fuller, stronger stream, and less waking at night to urinate.
Super Beta Prostate is a product that I really like. I endorse it. I use it myself. I was very pleasantly surprised that Super Beta Prostate helped me fairly quickly.
Super Beta Prostate is formulated with a natural plant enzyme called beta-cytosterol. It's so powerful, you'd have to take 100 saw palmetto pills to get the same sterols as just one Super Beta Prostate tablet. Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Call now to get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Call 1-800-853-1203. That's 1-800-853-1203. 800-853-1203.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
Did you know that home break-ins increase more than 100% during the holidays? It takes just 10 seconds for an intruder to kick in your door, but police response to a home alarm system is more than 20 minutes, and intruders are in and out of your home in 5 minutes. Thieves know that you're not home and have presents inside just waiting to be taken. And if you are home, how safe will you feel with an intruder lurking inside with your family? That's why police across the country are recommending you use door armor. Proven to withstand the force of a battering ram, Door Armor keeps intruders out. It's easy to install and barely visible, and your Door Armor is guaranteed for life. Go to InvasionStopper.com for a very special buy one, get one at half off deal. These savings are for a limited time and only available to GCN listeners. Protect your valuables and loved ones this holiday season. Go to InvasionStopper.com now. That's InvasionStopper.com.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, LibertyOnCall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to LibertyOnCall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's LibertyOnCall.org.
Hello?
Congratulations.
For what?
For losing all that weight. How'd you do it so fast?
ASAP.
ASAP what? What's that mean?
Are you ready to get as skinny as possible, as soon as possible, as simple as possible, and as sexy as possible?
I'm listening.
Then get with the ASAP program. It's real and it works. No smooth talk, no slick advertising, and no exaggerated claims of success.
I've got to know more.
Welcome to ASAP, as slim as possible. Whether you have 10, 20, or 50 pounds to lose, ASAP is your weight loss answer. ASAP targets the abnormal fat reserves and makes them available to be burned as fuel and contains no caffeine or hormones. Order ASAP at wholesale prices or join the team to share the business with others. Visit GCNteam.com or call 877-878-4203. GCNteam.com or call 877-878-4203. Lose weight and look great with ASAP, as slim as possible.